Coming fresh of an NBA championship, you'd think that the Golden State Warriors couldn't possibly get any better. But that's not necessarily correct, as center James Wiseman is about to make his highly anticipated return this upcoming season. Throughout the playoffs, Warriors really only had one weakness, both against the Denver Nuggets in the first round and the Boston Celtics in the finals. They never really had an effective post defense when Kevon Looney was missing in the paint. But with Wiseman coming back and having put on 10 to 15 pounds of muscle mass over his nearly 2-year offseason, this changes. Little experience. At this point in his career, Wiseman is at a serious experience deficit, having only appeared in a combined 42 college and pro games. And while the fans were frothing at the mouth about what he could potentially bring to the table during his attempted comeback last season, there was no guarantee he was going to be in the rotation or affect games in a meaningful way. The best way to describe him could have actually been a shrug emoji. After following an up-and-down rookie season with a sophomore campaign erased by a knee injury, he's literally a massive question mark. But let's forget all that for a second. Despite the fact that Wiseman's experience is limited, his ability to run, jump, and shoot makes him a huge addition to the Warriors roster. In his rookie season, he put up a decent 11.5 points and 5.8 rebounds, as well as a block per game too. These numbers are far from bad, especially for a rookie with an undefined role, who was expected to help the Warriors win games right off the bat, due to his Hall of Fame teammates and the coach all being available. But now, Wiseman is easing back into the lineup as a much smarter and much stronger player than he ever was, therefore his role is most likely going to be much more defined now.
RC Davis, Warriors Radio. How nice is it just to be playing? Everyone says you're smiling ear to ear. You're just ready to go out there and ball?
Man, it feels great. Man.
This will likely change the dynamic of the Warriors the same way having DeMarcus Cousins did in the 30 games he played, or 38, if you include their finals run. With him on the floor, the Warriors only lost 12 games. Cousins brought something JaVale McGee and Kevon Looney could not. Those could only rebound and score close to the basket, while he made it possible for the Warriors to not be forced to make the decision between shooting and rebounding, because he's able to do both. Wiseman's role. James Wiseman will likely have much of the same effect. He's got the ability to space the floor, while also being able to get the boards and be a lob threat for Stephen Curry and Draymond Green in various sets. Wiseman's also got a wide arsenal of weapons in the post, having a variety of moves to help him get space. If we mix that with a possible fadeaway game that we saw glimpses of in the Summer League, the next season is going to be wild. For the majority of the season, he may come off the bench behind Kevon Looney, who had a breakout performance in the playoffs last season. His ability to play big in the paint though will allow the Warriors to not feel the loss of Looney sitting as much as they did last season. The fact that Kevon Looney can take a break and be substituted for another center will have a much bigger impact on the Warriors than we can imagine. Andrew Wiggins learning how to rebound will also lessen the load that James Wiseman will need to carry for the Warriors, especially considering that he averaged 7.5 rebounds per game in 22 games, including an outstanding monstrous performance against the Dallas Mavericks. With the addition of James Wiseman, the Golden State Warriors should be seen as the favorites to win the NBA Finals and another championship for the franchise yet again. Both Wiseman's height and athleticism, paired with his undeniable skill, make him a legit threat to opposing centers, who would otherwise just be able to bully the smaller Warriors.